Mikey's Lab wants to know, MythBusters demanded that you acquire a wide variety of skills in a short time. If you could offer one insight or tip on how you acquired the skills, what would it be? Yeah, that was fun. Like getting trained to drive by so many different stunt people, getting trained to do Doradungo or jump off of buildings by stunt people. I mean, yeah, all of that skill collection was really delightful. Every skill I have learned, whether it is using a wood lathe or leather work, carpentry, welding, every skill, there is this moment at which I have learned enough to know what I'm supposed to do with this blade and that material, and I'm about to do it. And because I'm nervous, I'm clenched up. I'm tense. My hands are tight. My arms are tight. My jaw might be clenched. I kind of want to get this right. And in every single case, you got to relax. You got to relax your shoulders. You got to relax your jaw. You got to relax your hands. Got to understand that the craftsperson who does this for a living is not tense about doing it. And that tension is actually part of your problem as a newbie. You don't want to be so loose that, you can't make straight cuts. But I keep on finding this moment of if I can't get something right, I've tried it 4 times, I check in with my body. And if part of my body is really clenched up, I relax that and all of a sudden things get easier. I like to joke that it's less is more, but that's not what less is more actually means as a cultural phrase. But yeah, in this, don't force it, which is one of the 3 rules of a knife. What are the other 2 rules? Keep it sharp, always point it away from yourself, and never force. If you do those 3 things, keep your knives super sharp, always point them away, and never force, you're going to end up with a lot less stitches in your hands than I have. And every time you're about to force a blade and you're thinking to yourself, could this be dangerous? I swear you will not be able to finish that thought because you'll be, can this be? And then you're going to drive that blade right through your finger. I have 70 stitches to tell that story. Yeah, I feel like that is a key piece of advice. So try it out and tell me how it works for you. Oh, right. There was a question I checked in last night that I really liked. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Vickie Bligh, who I asked, are you related to William Bligh? She believes that William Bligh is in her husband's family tree. Nice. Vickie Bligh wants to know, what was your first thought when Jamie asked you to come on board? So this is April, May of 2002. I am working on the Matrix sequels out in Building 11 and Alameda. We are building the dock of Zion, and I had been traveling to New York once a month for the previous 6 months to have these weekend-long meetings with some writers and producers about making a television show about kids' dreams. And we were talking to networks, and we were writing, we were beating out episodes, and it felt like, given the team that we had, which was some good veterans of children's television, that we had a going concern here. And I thought that TV show was definitely I was investing in it. I was flying myself to New York once a month to keep on doing this thing. I thought that was the highest percentage successful thing I had in my future. And then Jamie called and said, hey, I know you're working on the Matrix, but I got a call from the Discovery Channel. They want a demo reel because they're making a show called MythBusters. So first thought I had was, that is a terrible name for a television show. You just never know. Yeah, I was like, well, we can come up with a better title. There's no better title. But my brain was like, nah, I don't think that title's that great. But what Jamie didn't know was earlier that year, the San Francisco I want to call it Mays Field because that's what it always should have been called. But San Francisco Giants opened their beautiful ballpark down off of King Street near the water in San Francisco. And as part of that opening, a big store downtown had their windows devoted to ballpark themes. And I did a job for that company and did one of the window displays. I built a mechanical arrangement in one of the window displays. I did a terrible job at this, but I did a terrible job. They still kind of got what they were looking for. I got paid. I got paid a lot. And this is one of those freelance jobs that comes up every now and then where you actually make real dough doing the thing. And because they needed it in a rush, I doubled the price. That's the standard thing you do in a rush. And so as soon as I finished that job, I bought myself my first new laptop. It's just the best moment. I bought myself my first new computer, and it was the PowerBook Pismo, the first one devoted to digital video editing. And I spent some of the other dough buying myself a Sony TRV-10 digital handycam, DV cam. And I had been teaching myself digital filmmaking. I was storyboarding out ideas and filming them in the house on the weekends. And that's about the moment that Jamie called and said, we need a demo reel. So I had this little production studio ready to go. And I went into his shop the next day. And again, I'm still thinking this kid's television show is the high percentage thing. I remember having a lunch with Tori Bligh out on Alameda just before I went to shoot the pilots. And he was like, dude, you got all these things going on. What is it going to take? What's going to happen? I'm like, well, I think this children's television show is going to happen. And then Jamie and I shot this demo reel for this show called MythBusters. And Tori was like, dude, that sounds amazing. MythBusters. And Tori was exactly like you imagine Tori was, which is exactly like Tori is. Just tons of energy, just so much fun to talk to. And he's like, MythBusters sounds amazing. I think that's the high percentage one. I'm like, no, you're crazy. It's show business, man. This is a demo reel we sent. It's not going to go anywhere. Those are some of my thoughts when Jamie called me and asked me to join MythBusters.
Adam Savage here in my cave with a thank you to everyone who has joined the tested channel memberships thus far. It truly allows us to keep up this high-level pace of video production, and frankly, it energizes us a lot to talk to you guys. In that vein, I have also loved diving back in to doing the live stream. Specifically, tested member questions have been phenomenal. And other tested family members are going to be doing their own live streams soon. Keep an eye on this space to find out when and where. And we have also heard your feedback, and we've decided to add a new membership tier at $4.99 a month that is comparable to the tested premium membership package we used to have. Members at that level will get all the supporter level perks, and in addition to that, they'll get access to our premium video archive, behind the scenes updates, and members only vids. Of course, tested patrons still get the most access to me and the team. They get build diaries, first dibs in the Q&A, and influence in future builds that you'd like to see us make. So we hope you'll click join and find out more about tested membership levels, and we truly hope you will actually join. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.